Here's our 2015 GMC Yukon Denali. This Denali actually has a salvage title, a light front end damage. It was actually so light, these are the original headlights and grille that was on the front of the truck, and actually hood too. Excuse me. Front bumper cover was replaced and both front fenders. I don't think it hit a car. You know, the front impact bumper, all the cooling, radiator support, all of that stuff is still original to this vehicle. There was absolutely no damage whatsoever from here back. So it was just the fenders, both front fenders, and the front bumper cover is really all it needed. You can see here, this Denali actually has every single option you can possibly get on one of these. A lot of people say they're fully loaded. Denalis generally come pretty loaded up, but this one is far beyond loaded. It's got everything from chrome wheels here. It's got power running boards. You can see they fold out. There's actually a lot of features inside, which I'll get to here in a moment. This Denali has also been inspected by the state of Minnesota, passed the salvage inspection with flying colors, so we now have a Minnesota prior salvage title. There's absolutely no frame damage whatsoever. Frame's perfect. We did have the alignment double checked. There's absolutely no damage or no nothing needed to be adjusted on the in the alignment process either. It runs and drives perfect, just like a brand spanking new Denali. All the gaps are perfect. All the paintwork was done by my local GM dealership. We don't do any of our own paintwork at all. So this is all done by our GM dealer. Again, it's got the chrome wheels on it. Tire treads, I bet probably 90% or better. Absolutely no curtain airbags deployed either. Or I'm sorry, no airbags at all. So no curtain airbags, no seat belts, no dash or driver wheel airbag, no airbags deployed at all. There was nothing touched in the interior of this Denali. It does have a backup camera. Of course, it has power rear liftgate. Here we've got storage up underneath here. Now, one thing too this has to make it even more loaded up, somebody actually went through and installed the K40 radar system in this. So this is the rear sensor. We did not reinstall it. We were actually going to cut it out and put it in one of my other cars, but it's so integrated into the vehicle, we decided to just leave it. I am willing to remove it and reduce the price, probably 500 bucks. Really, if you don't want this system. I believe they're about $1,500 to $2,000 just to buy the K40 system, and then it's another 500 bucks or so to have it installed. I'll get to that a little bit more here in the video. Of course, here we've got power rear seats, and I'm not going to hit them, but these two buttons here will fold down the middle row. All the tires, really good tread. I don't see any curb rash on any of the rims whatsoever. They are engraved with the word Denali on them, make them a little fancier. It does have the rear entertainment system here, and we do have two headsets, and then of course there's the remote in here. Down below we do have heated seats, of course your mode for your temperature, climate, your audio, your plug-in, your power ports. Get in out of the rain here. Here we do have memory seats, of course power windows, locks, mirrors, four-wheel drive, trailer brake. Here we've got your buttons for your power running boards, power pedals, lane departure, parking assist, traction control. This one actually, it does have heads-up display as well. Let me hit my wiper. You can see the heads-up display there on the windshield. Tells you your mile an hour on there. Of course, you can shut it off if you don't like that feature whatsoever. This does have heated steering wheel. It also does have a adaptive cruise control, which probably is the most seeked out option that you can get in one of these vehicles. It's the option everybody wants, is the adaptive cruise. This does have that. Of course, we've got your storage compartment back here. You can put your DVDs, cell phones, whatever you want in there. Heated and cooled seats. Here is the remote for the K40 system. Like I say, it is installed. It's up underneath the dash. I am willing to remove it and drop the price a little bit for you, or I can leave it in here as well. It's probably about a $2,000 value by the time you're all said and done. The only thing you would need to do is reinstall the rear sensor there underneath the rear bumper cover, which is easy enough to do if you want to keep the system. Do have an owner's manual. Sometimes they do have a window sticker in here. I'll search really quick, and I am not seeing one. This Denali is probably right around that $90,000 to $95,000 price point, brand new. MSRP price. Here we've got our motion sensors, moonroof controls, home link. Inside this, it's very nice, clean. I've put about 1,000 miles on this Denali since we've been done building it. Of course, I shut it off there, open up my door just to kind of power everything down for you. And I'll go ahead and do a fresh restart. So I'll hit the push button start. And keep my hand here so you know I'm not clearing anything on you. Of course, my other one's holding the camera. Kind of zoom in here a little bit. You can see that all the lights go off. There's absolutely no lights on whatsoever that shouldn't be on. And as you can see, we're up to normal operating temps up here. Currently, there's 19,131 miles on her. Now again, as I was saying, it has been inspected by the state of Minnesota. So this, technically, the salvage title has been cleared. It's now marked a prior salvage title. So it will clear, in any other state or in Minnesota, it will transfer just like any clear title will. So you do not need to get any inspections or any other goofy processes whatsoever. Almost all banks will finance a prior salvage vehicle once it's been inspected, so you shouldn't have any problems financing if that's what you want to do. She runs nice, true, straight down the road, doesn't pull one way or the other. It's just like a brand new truck. You can see or not, the green pops up just because someone's in front of me, so it's kind of telling me that someone's too close. If I hit my adaptive cruise, what that really does, for those of you that don't know, is that, let's say I have my cruise set at 40 miles an hour right now, and this truck pulls out in front of me doing 30. The vehicle will automatically slow down, apply the brakes if needed. You know, same thing, if he were to slam on the brakes, this Denali will slam on the brakes, kind of saving or preventing an accident. So basically what it'll do is, if my cruise right now is set to 40, it will keep me at about this distance from the guy in front of me here, and it basically, I'll just match his speed. Whatever he does, this Denali will do on its own just to kind of maintain this distance, so I can't accidentally rear end him. Real nice, beautiful feature. You know, when you get on the interstate, you always get caught up in traffic, and you're constantly bumping your mile an hour up or down, or changing your speeds, because you can't just set your cruise at 70 and go anymore. Someone's always, you know, cutting you off or whatever. Well, you can leave your cruise set at 70, and regardless what happens, the Denali will slow down for you, and then it'll, of course, again speed up to 70 miles an hour for you. So we do have all your radio control functions here. There is buttons as well on the back side of the steering wheel. And that is going to conclude our test drive video for the day. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to send us an email. Thank you very much. Have a good day.